What's up guys, DeadlockJesh here. Welcome back to the Deadlock Sports channel. I wanted to do a first day of football vlog, but turns out I broke my hand and a week ago.
Exactly a week ago, last Thursday.
Yep, exactly a week ago I broke my hand and I'm actually on my way.
We actually didn't think it was broken at first. We thought it was just maybe bruised.
Right, but we went to urgent care. They x-rayed my hand and...
Well, hold on, back up. Tell them how you broke it. You didn't break it at football practice.
Right, so I texted my wrestling coach on Instagram and I said, hey, can I come out? He said, yeah, you can come out Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I was practicing and basically my finger kind of got stuck in between the mat and my finger bent and it cracked really loudly. Like I thought I broke my finger when it happened, but I was looking at it, I'm like, oh, it looks fine, but it hurt a lot.
You even went to, you finished wrestling practice and you went to football practice
the next morning.
The next day, yeah. And then you finished the whole football practice, but you couldn't snap.
Right, because like
you're the center.
Right, and I just couldn't use my hand. My hand muscles, like I just couldn't use it. So we went to urgent care Saturday, the day after, and they took an X-ray. They found that I broke my hand. So it's
you broke a bone in your hand, the fourth metacarpal. So it's basically it's your ring finger, the ring finger bone in your hand, not your actual, not this. It's right here.
Right.
Fractured it.
Right. So it's Thursday now. Been exactly a week
later. Yeah.
We are on our way to the sports doctor.
To Dr. Ejadi. Hopefully we can get a cast and not a splint. That way you can play in the cast.
Right, because we actually have a very big game for Ayala coming up. It's called Battle of the Bone, where we go against Chino Hill High.
Crosstown rivalry.
Right, so it's like a really big game, and I want to be able to play in that, and I can play in that if I actually get a cast, not a splint. So hopefully they'll put a cast on me, and I'll be able to play. So I'm on our way to the sports doctor right now. See you guys there.
Temperature. Normal temperature.
Nice, let's go. How's it been feeling in that splint?
It's been feeling fine. I haven't really been moving it a lot, so I don't really feel anything.
Got it.
And by doing that, you should be able to heal this fracture up.
Alright, so just left the Jotty's office. Got my cast, color black, looking good. Now, I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. The good news is I can play with the cast, I can play football. The bad news is I'm gonna have to wait minimum 4 weeks before I can play football. Because Dr. Ejadi said that he doesn't want me to do any contact because right now the bone is in like perfect place.
Right now it's just a fracture, so it's just, you know, like there's a break, but it's not like split, you know, so it's perfectly aligned. He just wants it to heal, so any hit or pressure can pop it out of place, and he said at that point it would require surgery and you would be out longer. So he's not opposed to you playing football with the cast on. He just doesn't want you doing it right now because he doesn't want you to hurt it worse.
So it is pretty sad because Battle of the Bone is next week. I can't play in that, but I am obviously going to go to the game. But the cast is nice. They left my 2 fingers open so I can actually write. They have my pinky finger and my ring finger stuck together.
Because it's your ring finger that the break is in.
Right.
So they don't want you moving it.
So come back next week, the same day, next Thursday, and get it checked up and be good.
Guys, I got some good news and some bad news as well. As you saw, I was able to get some footage, but that's the good news. Bad news is that I got in trouble by Dr. Ejadi for filming without asking. Apparently it's patient privacy situation issues, I don't know. And this is probably what he's gonna tell you. And we got in trouble for not bringing him back after his concussion for return to play protocol.
Right, because I got a concussion over a year ago.
Was it March? No, February. February of 19. Was it February February of 20. Yeah, February 20.
Right, but
February of 2020.
I got a concussion. I went to him. Basically, what happened is after I had like 1 week left of therapy, and COVID-19 hit. So
this was in March.
Right.
So we started rehab as COVID was progressively getting worse and worse, and then towards the end of us going to rehab, they went on lockdown. So we stopped going because rehab was at Pomona Valley Hospital, and Pomona had gotten numerous reports of COVID-19 there. And I had to take him with his little brother, and we just didn't want to risk anybody getting COVID, because at that point, dude, you have to remember, this was a year ago when COVID was first out, and people had no idea what the hell it was.
Right, so basically, we did not go back.
We didn't finish.
We did not finish, but I'm fine now. So,
yeah, so he got mad saying, like, why didn't you guys come back for return to play protocol? And I'm like, what the hell? Like, he called me out.
Yeah.
I didn't think he would. And then I was like, oh, that's weird. They didn't send us back to you. And then I forgot why, but now I remember why, because we didn't finish rehab. But, you know, I thought about it, and I told him, I was like, well, you know what? He had an adequate amount of time because of coronavirus. He didn't play for basically an entire year.
Right, so my dad got in trouble for
Twice.
2 different reasons, right? Which is funny, but
if I would have known, I wouldn't have come. I didn't sign up for this shit. I didn't sign up for this
funny
shit.
story, this is the second time that he's gotten in trouble for recording.
First off. No. You are getting in trouble for recording. Like, I'm just the camera guy. I'm doing it for you. It's not like, this isn't my channel.
Okay, but
yes, this is the second time I've gotten called out because I've recorded.
What happened was, when I obviously didn't have a broken hand, I went to a baseball camp for my high school, and my dad would come to the baseball camp and just kind of film around, you know.
I never did that shit, because I know high school sports, guys, are different than rec sports or youth sports where parents are involved. Once you get to high school, parents step away, okay?
Right.
So I knew that. So I didn't go and film his baseball practices again, especially at Ayala, because there's such a high caliber program. They don't want any distractions or whatever.
Right, I remember.
But it was supposed to be a scrimmage. So all I went to do was set up the camera for the scrimmage. And you guys ended up not having a scrimmage. And I looked like an little sign that's just filming.
Right, yeah. We have,
because I was just filming. But that was only that one day. I didn't do that any other day.
No, yeah, it just like happened to be that one day that he went there. But the funny part is how the coach at the very end of practice,
when you guys are all grouped up
we were all grouped up together, he was talking about how we have to start becoming more responsible, we're maturing, you know. He was like, yeah, so whoever's dad is out here recording, tell him not to record, basically. So he got called out, and then he got called out again today for recording, even though...
Let's finish that. So what was funny was that after that practice, I walk ahead of Jesh so he can meet the high school kids, so he could hang out with those kids, because I don't want him to be the kid with his dad there. So I'm walking way ahead of him, and then he finally catches up to me, and I don't really turn or anything. I just keep going, and he's like, Dad, they said whoever's dad was recording not to record. And I was like, okay, well, they don't know it was your dad, so keep walking, pretend like you don't know me. So then he just starts shuffling past me.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was kind of funny.
But yeah, that happened. Anyway, we're gonna come.
So if you're watching this video, subscribe, man. I'm getting in trouble from you guys, okay? You guys are fucking. I'm being thrown out there to the wolves for you guys. Subscribe, give us a like.
Right.
This takes a lot of embarrassment on my part.
But yeah, besides that, coming back here next week, getting an X-ray, it does suck that I'm not going to be able to play in Battle of the Bone, but I will be there.
Act like you don't battle the bone all the time in your room.
Oh my gosh. All right. Anyway, that's about it. We're going to come back here next week, so peace.
See you guys later.
See you guys later.